Welcome to Mrbeefys Can of Pop News, or Beefy's Pop, whatever you want to call it. Either way, we're here to cover all kinds of pop culture news, whether it's comic book news, horror, video games, movies, who knows. Some good, some bad, some happy, some sad. Anyways, let's get on to the video. Today we're going to go over the big plot leak that's been going around that is pretty much just confirmed, so big spoilers just in case, but like I just said, it's pretty much confirmed, and it seems like Steve, homie, just destroyed everything. It's all his fault, and I would have assumed it was it could have been so many other people's fault, but Steve was pretty logical as the decision. Anyways, let's get into this plot leak. This is coming from Bat Movie Fan at Averlet95. So that's where, if you want to fully read it, I'm going to read it, but I'm going to have some videos playing over just for safety. Avengers Doomsday opens in New York City on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's Earth. He's fighting Deadpool and Wolverine, who were sent there with a planet-killing bomb built by Beast to destroy Tobey's world in order to save their own universe from an incursion. Tobey battles Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Finally, we get to see those two. Who manages to plant the device. Wolverine stays behind when it detonates, and he's out. And both he and Tobey's Spider-Man, along with everyone on that Earth, are killed off. Deadpool escapes and returns to his own Earth, which we see in the distance. Charles Xavier watches the destroyed world below with sadness, but they had no choice. We then cut to Tony's funeral. Steve speaks with some of the heroes, including Ant-Man, before returning the stones. He goes back in time and chooses to stay with Peggy. They have a son, Jim. What a plain name. One day, Loki visits them. This is before the Loki Season 2 finale. He tells Steve about the TVA and warns him that they will soon prune this timeline because Steve was never meant to live there or have a son. Homie will never catch a break. Loki offers them a way out. He then takes them to a universe where they don't exist and can live in peace, the Fantastic Four's universe. Before leaving, Loki gives Steve a special card to contact him. Steve and his family live there for 10 years. We then see Dr. Doom visiting Sue and Franklin. They clearly know each other. Doom says he has come to speak with Reed. He warns him about the incursions and reveals their universe is next. He proposes a plan, but they must travel with him to Earth 616. Doom also asks Reed whether it's possible someone from another universe is living in theirs. They scan the planet and discover an anomaly, Steve and his family. They confront Steve, who recognizes them after living there for a decade. They explain the incursions and ask him to come to 616 to help convince the Avengers to trust Doom's plan. You figured with a name like Doom, everybody would kind of, be a little sus of everything. They travel there, and Steve successfully persuades the heroes to listen. Next, they visit the X-Men's universe, but the X-Men are hostile. They've survived multiple incursions and trust no one. They assume the MCU heroes and the Fantastic Four have come to destroy them and attack. Reed and Doom explains their solution: to build massive cannons on each Earth that will permanently separate the universes and stop the incursions. They will split into teams, and each one will go into Earth to place a cannon there. Meanwhile, Steve tells Thor he met a Loki who is still alive. Thor asks Steve to take him to him. Using Loki's card, they locate the TVA, but when they arrive, everyone is dead, and Loki has had his heart ripped out. Literally, I assume, and not figuratively. They realize Doom is responsible. Steve goes back to confront Doom, who reveals his true plan: to allow the incursions to happen so he can rebuild the multiverse in his own image and resurrect his dead family. He takes Steve to his castle in Latveria on his Earth. There, Steve meets Doom's followers, masked witches. One of them impersonates Peggy to manipulate him. Doom reveals that Steve's presence in their universe is what triggered their incursion. Because he didn't belong there, it also led to the death of Doom's family. Doom became obsessed with stopping the incursions, conducting dangerous experiments, one of which failed, killing his family and leaving him disfigured, forcing him to wear the armor and the mask. As revenge, Doom kills Steve's son in front of him. Doom announces that the Avengers are coming, and Latveria prepares for war. The Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and the X-Men unite and march on Latveria. Thor prays to Odin, who sends him an army from Valhalla to join the battle. A massive war erupts as the Earth begins to collide. Eventually, the universes crash into each other and are destroyed, killing everyone except Doom. It's revealed that he stole Loki's power. Using them, he recreates Battleworld, resurrects everyone, and erases their memories. They believe Battleworld is all that has ever existed. We see them living new lives in this false reality. Doom sits on his throne as the Emperor of Battleworld. The end. You know, only thing I have to say about this whole plot thing is, where the fuck is Daredevil? Why do they keep shunning Daredevil? Just because in these moments, you know, he would be able to tell right off the bat if Doom is trustworthy or not, you know? He would tell if he's lying and shit. I don't know. I'm just a big Daredevil fan, and I feel like he needs to be in one of these big-time movies, not just a little cameo like in Spider-Man. Who knows? Maybe he'll be in the new Spider-Man movie, but fuck. They also didn't reference Spider-Man or, like, the symbiote or anything like that, so I'm wondering how they're going to set that up. If there's going to be any more plot leaks or any more plot details that come out and give us more deets on the other characters that are in this movie. I don't know. It sounds interesting. I'm very excited to see how they execute Doom. I'm a big Doom fan, and it's going to be fun to see how they recover from the Fantastic Four, because that movie was pretty fucking rough. Anyways, let me know below. What do you guys think? That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you don't mind, give a like. And if you enjoyed the video, maybe hit that sub button. Let's get the channel growing and out there to as many people as possible. Thank you, everybody. Seriously. As usual, have a great day. It's all about attitude. There is no progress without struggle, so stay in there. I've been your host, Mr. Beefy, and you all have been fantastic. And I'll see y'all in the next one.